From many years, many photographers have relied on Nikon for their high-end cameras and lenses. Even though Nikon is passing hard times from couple of years, the future of the company is quite promising, as we eagerly await the arrival of the Nikon Z8 and Z6 III. According to recent rumors, this manufacturer is also working on the Nikon Z7 Mark III. What are the specifications, and where can we see it? Then, let's get started. Well, comparing the Nikon Z7 Mark III to its predecessor for the Z7 Mark II, there are some key differences that are worth noting. Firstly, the Nikon Z7 Mark III will feature a higher resolution sensor than the predecessor. It'll supposedly boast a 61.2 megapixel sensor, while the Z7 Mark II has a 45.7 megapixel sensor. This means that the Z7 Mark III will be capable of capturing more detail and producing larger prints. Now, let's talk about video capabilities. While both cameras will shoot 4K video, the Z7 Mark III will have a higher maximum frame rate of 60 fps and a 1.2 times crop, or 120 fps at 1.5 times crop, compared to the Z7 Mark II's 4K at 60 fps video, with a 93% coverage of the sensor or an approximately 1.08 times crop. The Z7 Mark III will also shoot 4K videos at 30 fps without any crop, while the Z7 Mark II just cannot do that. Both cameras have 5-axis in-body image stabilization, but the Z7 Mark III's IBIS will provide up to 6 stops of stabilization, compared to the Z7 Mark II's 5-axis IBIS that provides 3x stabilization with adapted FMOA lenses. Now on paper, this may seem like a tiny update, but when capturing photos, this can potentially help a lot. And in terms of burst shooting, the Z7 Mark III will have a higher continuous shooting speed of 12 to 15 frames per second, compared to the Z7 Mark II's 10 fps brush shooting with single-point autofocus. This makes the Z7 Mark III better suited for capturing fast-moving subjects. Design-wise, Mark III will share the same body structure as Mark II, but the Z7 Mark III will also feature a higher resolution electronic viewfinder with 5.76 million dots, compared to the Z7 Mark II's 3.69 million dots. However, the Z7 Mark II and Mark III's 3.2 inches and 2.1 million dots rear LCD screen will be the same. On the storage side, both cameras will share similar specs, having a single CFE Express/XQD card slot and a single UHS to SD card slot. But the Z7 Mark III will use a new NL15C battery. That's the IPA rated to last for 420 shots with the LCD and 360 shots with the EVF, while the Z7 Mark II uses an older NL15B battery that's rated for 400 shots with the LCD and 360 shots with the EVF. Moreover, the Z7 Mark III will be compatible with the new MBN11 battery grip with vertical controls, while the Z7 Mark II is compatible with the older MBN10 battery grip. Overall, the Nikon Z7 Mark III will offer several improvements over the Z7 Mark II, including a higher resolution sensor, better video capabilities, and faster burst shooting. However, the Z7 Mark II is still a capable camera, and slower priced one may make it a more attractive option for some Nikon users out there. Speaking of price, there's still no confirmation of how much it'll cost, as Z7 II is currently going for $2,500 to $3,000. We are expecting to have more or less the same price tag. According to the sources, Nikon is also planning to bring the successor for the Nikon Z6 Mark III too, after the release of the Z8 and Z8X. So, we can hope to see the Z7 III in Q4 of 2023. Nikon's future camera lineup is looking extremely promising, though only if Nikon can pull these off properly. Consequently, what do you think about the upcoming Nikon Z7 Mark III? Post your comments in the space provided below. Thank you for watching. Please think about subscribing for more videos like this.